Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and this is the new Hearts of Iron 4 series on this channel after Red World ended. If you haven't seen Red World, go check it out. We played the United Arab Republic and were as successful as you can be. But now we're here and we're going to play something entirely different. I would like to call it the Dragon and the Sun because it just is topical, you know, and I love topical jokes. So, as that loading icon over there already gave it away, we will be playing Manchukuo, and we will lead Aisin Gyoro Puji. No, I don't want to say Puji, okay? So let's go with Puyi. We will help Puyi to restore the Qing dynasty, which is one achievement. We will max out our infrastructure everywhere, which is a weird achievement, but we're going to get that as well, alright? And then our third achievement that I will hopefully, successfully bring through in this run is we will annex Japan. Will we be able to do that? I don't know. I will certainly try. And I think we might as well just straight up go into this one. I will name it... this one is the old save, you can see that. 2021, so we played 11 years as the United Arab Republic. Jesus. Alright, but this one will get a proper name. The Dragon and the Sun. There you go. Save and play. Now, just for your information, this will obviously be a bit of a shorter, a bit of a more difficult adventure through this entire scenario, simply because I've never played as Manchukuo. I've never played and tried to become independent. I always ignored that part. You know, I played quite a bit of Japan, but nothing beyond. And I think that gives me a disadvantage, but also makes it more interesting. I can, go my own way. I haven't anything laid out for me. I did take a look at the focus tree and, looked at the priorities that we probably should have here. But beyond that, I haven't done anything. So the important part that I would like to stress here is that this is a blind achievement run. And just to show off the achievements, by the way, give me 1 second. They should be right here somewhere. Right here. The Dragon swallowed the Sun, annexed Japan. Hail to the Qing. Has completed focus, claimed the mandate of heaven. And then the good, the bad, and the weird. If I just have 10 infrastructure in all of these provinces and then at least 16 oil, I think this is one that we will do at the end, we will get another achievement. So this is a run in which I will at least like to achieve 3 of those achievements that are still available. And I think we will be fine. We will be able to do that no problem whatsoever. Or at least I hope so. But for the setting, we are the advisors to Emperor Puyi, who is not very respected in the rest of China, but was able to secure a foothold here in Manchuria because the Japanese are using him as a puppet. And of course, you know it, we have to break free. We have to break free of their stranglehold so that we may put our people back where they belong, which is into a place at the sun. Not at the sun, in the sun. Don't throw all of the Chinese into the sun, okay? Let's not do that. Just to take a look here. We will go down the assertiveness path, and then I'm not sure between these two. This is like, hey, we disrespect everybody else, only the Manchus are the good ones, and we get a better, 4 divisions that have a very good layout. It's the classic 20 width layout. And then over here we could instead just say, hey, you know what, we respect all Chinese peoples beyond the Manchus. For example, we respect not just the Chinese, sorry. We will respect the Russians, the Japanese, the Mongolians, the Koreans, and the Manchus, and everybody shall live in harmony. And then, we can go down that path, but we will see about that later. For the moment, here's what is also really, really interesting. Because as long as we are friends with the Japanese, we can still go down this path, which gives us an advantage later on, I suppose, when we will try to invade the Japanese. We might need some of this. But I think what is more important over here is Germany. And for Germany to allow us to go down this path so that we can actually get Alexander von Falkenhausen as a general, which is amazing in my books, we have to have an opinion with them of at least 75. Now that is very easy to achieve, but even still, we should first, I feel, and I know that this gives us 2 off-map civilian factories, we should first go down this path, simply because assertiveness gives us the status of a puppet, first of all, which makes it so that right now we are more than a puppet, we are an imperial protectorate, and the next step would either be death, which means that we would get annexed by Japan, or becoming an imperial associate. Now this one immediately resets us to a puppet, which is the closest step to freedom, and lets us not join the Japanese wars. Now think about that, because it means that we can be neutral in the Chinese war, then later stab Japan in the back and be neutral with the Chinese until we are ready to go to war with them. And I think that is exactly what we need, so I just want to make sure to get that as early as possible. After that, we might have some time to do the foreign investors, but I also really want to go down the bolster nationalism, because then we can recruit the bandits. As you can see here, you need the focus bolster nationalism. That is the extent of what I know about the Manchu dream. Dream, yeah. This is a dream, certainly, of independence, of strength, and of destroying the Japanese people. We will go down the pacify the countryside focus 4 now. Ever since we have come to power, outlaws and rebels have tried to contest our rule in the more remote areas of the country. If we want to be taken seriously as a government, we need to root out these terrorists and show the population that we can enforce our rules. Alright, so the thing is, what this does is we could start hunting down those bandits, right? But if we do that, we couldn't recruit them anymore, obviously, because they would be dead or in prison. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take these bandit raids, okay? And eventually, once we rush the focus down here, the bolster nationalism focus, we will just recruit them with political power that hopefully will be there at our discretion. I would have really liked to go non-aligned as Manchukuo, simply because it is so cool. Maybe actually also, by the way, let me just check something. Did I mention, I don't know if I did I mention that I am using a single mod? A mod that makes it so that music from Hearts of Iron 2 and Hearts of Iron 3 are now mixed in to the Hearts of Iron 4 tracks, and I love it simply because I'm so nostalgic. I loved those games back in the day, and Hearts of Iron 4 was something that I had a hard time coming to terms with, because the whole automation, was something unheard of in every way. We had never even thought about doing that when it comes to Hearts of Iron 3. Now, you could give part of your army under control of the AI, but let's be real here, who did that? If you played Hearts of Iron 3, you controlled it yourself. That's just the way it goes. But, the more I play Hearts of Iron 4, the more it is very understandable as to why they chose this approach. So don't worry about it, I'm not salty or anything. I'm just saying the music is something to behold. And I think it's a very good choice to have it running in the background, because I do own the games. I don't think I would ever get a copyright strike or something by having run some in-game music that belongs to Paradox, And it's just beautiful tracks. This one right now, Hearts of Iron Suit number 2. So good. Now, a lot of China, which is the interesting part, because, usually if we were to play in Europe, I would know exactly what the countries around me are doing. I would know exactly what the Soviet Union, France are doing, the UK, etc., etc. But I have no clue about Asia, simply because I haven't played here in a long time. The last time and the first time in maybe 8 months was when we had a live stream of Road to 56. And that was Japan, and obviously that isn't even the vanilla trees for anybody here. Manchukuo, for example, in that mod has a very neutered tree. You can't really do, you can change ideology, but the entire part of the tree that is this, what happens after you conquer China, you can do all of this. None of that is part of the Road to 56 tree, so I feel like it's the better choice to actually go with vanilla here. And you know what? We're gonna have a while at peace, so let's just enjoy this design decision Paradox made here. I have never used the day-night cycle in this game. Oh, look at it. It looks so pretty though, you gotta give it to them, I wouldn't like it like, oh no, I'm fighting Czechia, they went against us. I wouldn't like it if it constantly swish and swish. That's kind of obnoxious, but just looking at it, you gotta admit it has something going for it, doesn't it? It's not all that ugly. Also, after this episode, I will have to check what the volume is doing, because I'm not sure if it's going perfectly. Also, just to point that out, a few days ago, I think it was in a Carthage video and definitely in a live stream, I was floating the idea of playing the Endsieg mod in 1945, where you have to defend yourself as Germany. And you have to do some pretty interesting stuff to get the Soviets off your back, etc, etc. And I took a look at the mod, and I played a bit, and I don't think I appreciate the kind of gameplay there, because it's the same as though we were playing, hey, let's play Austria and withstand Germany. You just sit around for a long time until you can do anything, and I don't think that's engaging gameplay. As much, as for example us just staring at the map isn't engaging gameplay. Now look at that, the Germans have remilitarized the Rhineland. Oh, that is very worrying. Oh yes, indeed. Where's the Rhineland, Daddy? Alright, so trade delegation doesn't give us anything too interesting. I guess industry is fairly good, but I really want to go down assertiveness quickly so that I can, do we really need that early? You know what, I'm just going to go with the invite foreign investors. I know I said I wouldn't, but plans change, and so do minds. And as you can see right now, my mind changes in a very in a very open fashion here. Right, if we go down this path, so let's take a look here. Invite foreign investors, right? Then you go down mission to Germany, for which we should probably start influencing Germany. Just a bit. Just a tiny bit. Because we're gonna... Oh, that's the wrong tree. That's not my tree. Because if we do mission to Germany, we gain plus 50 with Germany, which means that we have to be at plus 25 per se. So I'm going to put it up to like maybe 30 or 40 right now. And then we will be able to go ahead as soon as possible. Now, let's take another look here. What else can we play? Oh, that's Hearts 3, I believe. Look at the Chinese here, staring at our borders menacingly. Now, all the while, we're just, looking at the Japanese and their ugly faces. The bandit raids are going on, and they have a 25% chance of giving us an arms factory sabotaged, or a civilian factory sabotaged, or a bridge blown, or nothing happens. 25% each. I am hopeful that we get nothing. Or just an infrastructure damage. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Pacify bandits. How does that work? Oh. Right, we could do that, and that... Wait a second. Wait, really? Wait, I'm confused here. If we pacify them... I was thinking that it was the hunt down the northern bandits that made them disappear here. Now the question is, will it also disappear if I were to pacify them? Pacify some's fine, right? Like, hey, bandits, have a garden hoe and go help your wife or your husband. We're very progressive here. Help him or her take care of the garden, and then they're like, oh wow, suddenly I have an income and can live and don't have to starve. Thank you, Kaiser, Emperor Puyi, for your gracious gift. And then at some point we should still be able to be like, you know what, hey, serve in the Emperor's army. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I kind of doubt it, so I'm not gonna pacify them. Who knows what pacifying means, okay? There's not even a description here. But let's read this actually. The Kwantung army shows little interest in helping the denizens of Manchuria, seeing it as a military occupation rather than nation building. The government of Manchukuo, such as it is, has been given few resources to maintain order by the Japanese. Into this vacuum of power pours all manner of bandits, sometimes self-styled freedom fighters, murdering and stealing in the name of abstract ideals like national liberation or proletarian internationalism, but more often without any stated ideology to mask their abuses. If we were to pacify them, that really sounds like we're just like bringing them into prison camps. I'm not sure here. I don't really want to do it. Right, we should be done with Germany, by the way. Let's stop influencing them because they're eating away on our points. Yeah, absolutely, that's too much. minus three per month. Now that is still a very solid opinion they have of us. So that was like what, total of maybe 20 political power loss, because I think it cost us 0.2 per day. Not insignificant, don't get me wrong, but you know, we should be fine. And in a minute here we will get some civilian factories that we can use to build some things. And I'm gonna build some bunkers here. No, let's actually keep it behind this river. So I could be building bunkers for Korea, but I personally feel like that won't be necessary. I have the hope that, you know, you can see them right here, and as long as they trust us right until our rebellion starts, we will just be able to cut them off. 7 divisions deceased. They don't have so much standing around here, and they never really will. I mean, this isn't all that important right now, is it? I just wanted the factories, really, is what I was there for. So I'm not gonna complain about getting that done. And we will get another industry modifier in a second here. So instead I will research weaponry, and then once the trade delegation is done, we can research something else in industry. I think that's a good plan. I would like to research dispersed industry 1, because long term we will have a lot of money, a lot of land. I mean, I hope to have all of China, of course. So I want to spare it for that. Other than that, I don't think anything interesting is going on yet. Spain is still at peace. Germany's just building a wall towards France. Stay out of there, France. Don't touch them. So what we are interested in, I think, is Germany surviving at least until we are free. Now, if they win their war against the Allies and the Soviet Union, so be it, you know, but I doubt it. I don't think I've ever seen Germany AI win. I think the best that they get is they kind of invade over here, you know, they're done over here. And then even if they win against the Soviet Union, eventually the US and the UK are going to bring them down. So I don't really see that big of a chance for them to succeed. But as long as they exist, we can do these foci over here. And our purchasing some German tanks sounds like a good deal to me. Right. 9 power treaty. Let's take a look here. What does that do? Oh, we don't even have it. Amazing. So what we definitely want is this tank plant. We also definitely want the Chinese panzers. Let's see. It gives us 50% research bonus. Good. It gives us a design company. Sino-German technical company. Technical mission, sorry. Armor research time. Armor plus 5 hard attack at plus 5% heavy tank designer. Oh no, armor and hard attack. You know what? That sounds alright to me. Heavy tanks will be important in the late game. And I probably will have to go into the late game with this one. Tank plants sound amazing. Let me just see something here. Oh really? We have to go down this fairly quickly, don't we? This is exactly what I feared. Repair this factory first and then keep building the forts. But I think we have to go down this one really early so that Falkenhausen doesn't get recalled and instead he becomes not von Falkenhausen recalled. Yeah. I feel like we should actually rush this. Simply because I really want von Falkenhausen. Also, where did this political power come from? Wait a second, what? What? But yeah, I think the proper war that we will enter eventually against Japan will be extremely microed. I would be very confused if it wasn't just me microing every single unit. And I know that doesn't sound too heavy to you right now because we only have 9 divisions, but eventually, I promise you. Wait, which one are you? Oh, no. Don't do that. Absolutely do not do that, ever. And we also want to reform the Chujun to at least 9 infantry brigades. So these are fairly weak right now. Yeah, they are. I mean, all of these are weak. Let's be honest here. We don't have any. Why are they treated as though, you know, these have an arrow down as in this is a bad unit, and then this one doesn't, and you look at it and it's just like, what? It's awful. We are volunteer only, and of course we have a boatload of manpower. Now I think next should be mission to Germany, and then give Balkenhausen citizenship. When does the requirement start? Wait, will Japan be able to take Falkenhausen from us? Will they be able to do that? Also, so I want to always have 150 stored, but I'm going to use one right now to give us, yes, quicker land fort construction speed. 30th of August, we'll see this repaired, and then this one as soon as possible as well. Alright, wait. Right, no, okay. I'm sorry. Mission to Germany is being done right now. Let's take a look here. We obviously can't intervene. Don't have enough troops. Wish we could, just to watch, you know. But it is what it is. And right now it's not looking that hot for Franco, is it? He got encircled, yep, and his units got killed off over there. And while you can stare at this wonderful image of Franco losing some troops, I will drink some tea. Delicious fruit tea. I'm getting a bit sick, which is why I'm trying to take care of myself by drinking some warm, you know, some warm drinks. That usually does something. If we just imagine, you know, if we were able to declare war really early on, I mean, they do have a lot of units standing over here, but we could just take this, you know. But we do have the, so just if you were wondering, hey, you will never have enough units, so we will get some units right here. 2 light tank and 4 motorized battalions, 1 division. We will get... Will we actually get stuff here if we did it with the Japanese? Get some naval bases, but I'll be honest with you, not too interested. Yeah, okay, so this doesn't... We will definitely not get the US here. But we will get 7 units with 3 infantry battalions right here. And then there was something, let me see. There was something that gave us a load of army equipment. Maybe it was... Wait, isn't just like... This one might just be straight up better because it's 4 units, right? And then military factories. This one is 7 units, but they're all trash. And some bone, division defense and core territory. I mean, we will be fighting almost exclusively on core territory, so I suppose might be good. Oh, I think it's the deposed that... Oh, so yeah, we definitely want to save military power. Now, I did purchase this dude because I want to build some forts, and I think it's very understandable that I want to build some forts because we will actually be secured by them. But hunt down northern bandits, no. Oh, so I think the difference here is if we just pacified them, we would need our units present. If we hunted them down, we wouldn't need our units present, but in both cases we would lose the option to recruit them, and that is definitely not something that I want. So let's not do any of that, and instead send somebody over to Germany. Hey Hitler, how are you doing? I am coming from Emperor Puyi. You know that Falkenhausen dude, right? Great man, isn't he? I hope German advisors have rendered stellar service in rebuilding and modernizing our military. We should ensure that they can stay here no matter how the political situation might change. That is what I want to read. So this means they can never take von Falkenhausen from us, which is extremely good. One of the following. So we could get a research slot easy peasy here in 140 days. And then the second one is hidden far, far away. So don't even worry about that one yet. All of these foci are so sexy. I don't want to... I mean, except you over there. Stay away. So I just want to secure Falkenhausen because I'm not sure exactly when Japan would tell Falkenhausen to go away. And let's do this. Get some better equipment production going. So I think with Manchukuo and with the Qing Chinese, you're mostly reliant on your political power giving you equipment. Because other than that, I don't really see much of a chance to get anything done. Now let me just see how much equipment. 600, 300. So you want to produce the 300 if you don't have enough. We could produce 1 unit of the Chujun at this very moment, which just fills me with pride. It will come out in Sinking. Never heard of that city. I swear to God the name wasn't Sinking in the older games. I might be wrong though. Maybe Sinking is actually the correct one. Let's see, what else do we have here? What about this one? Hearts of Iron 3 for sure. Oh, that's Hearts of Iron 4. What else do we have here? Oh, that's Hearts of Iron 2. So hard, Hearts of Iron 2. Keep going. Don't stop. So, let me just see here. You require all of the following: purchase tanks and closer ties with Germany, which means... Oh, okay, so here's my idea. Alright. What we're gonna do is... And it's gonna put us well into 37, 38. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do closer ties. That's 70 days. And I don't think... No, actually we don't have to rush it. Germany... So, check this. It exists. Has not capitulated. At peace with Manchukuo. Opinion of Manchukuo at least 75. We can always get that. Mutually exclusive with... Okay, who cares about that? Rapprochement? Is it reapproachment? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably. But, so we don't actually have to rush this. It would give us 1 off-map civilian factory, but I don't think that's very valuable. Now, the tank plant would be valuable, but... Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, now let's take a look at this. We should, after we finish this in 31 days, we should rush, expand the textile industry. And then law industry, that's a total of 140 days, and we do assertiveness. I think that's a good path to go down there, yeah. Yeah, give me a construction speed. Beautiful. Let me just bump this up. 1 more even. 1 more each. Behind the river. We could hide there if we wanted to. So my idea is we clean up Korea. Should have priority for Korea. We're at 85. We're not producing enough. We need the research slot, right? But beyond that, I would really, really like... some military industry, but I don't think we can get it. Yon tank plant? And of course down here, maybe honestly, this is 4 military factories. That is incredibly significant. We have the manpower, you know, we can just... maybe we should actually... You know, originally I wanted to go down 5 people armies because I thought, hey, you know what? Puyi's good emperor. He takes care of all of his subjects. Seeing this, I really want some industry, you know. Right, rush this. Oh no, I hope I'm still... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, okay, he has to do this first. Oh god. Okay, so I wanna... Okay, I will, just to be sure, I will do assertiveness next. Because assertiveness makes us a puppet and we can not go to war with Japan because... with China because of it. And I think that is extremely vital to the entire plan here. So let's do it like that. What else is going on? Let's take a look at China. No, at Spain. Oh, very even fight. Let me... Yeah, okay. It looks like Franco still has the upper hand to some degree. Where did that come from? Wait, did this actually give me... Am I blind? Did I not look at that focus correctly? It feels like I didn't. We definitely want that. I don't want to invest our points right now because eventually I will need them, and I will prefer, you know, of course we could do this stuff and army regrouping and whatnot, and infantry attack. I mean, Koji Tomonaga will be very important, but not right now, okay? Instead, where's Falkenhausen? Hey, Alexander von Falkenhausen. Let us go. Now that is my top tier general right here. Can Puyi be Puyi? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say that. Yeah. Oh, we don't have interesting. Okay, you know what? Just you be on your own. Receives 1 levels of damage. I'll be honest with you, the infrastructure being damaged? Should I care? I don't see why I would care. Alright. April 37. Yeah, that's alright. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Right, and I think that with this, with the stepping stones put into place, so we may rebel against the ugly Japanese. Look at him. Look at his face. Hirohito. I don't want to insult him. That's rude. Okay. Instead, I hope that you enjoyed this first episode. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episodes. Leave a comment if you can give me any advice or point anything out that I overlooked. And I hope that, you know, we'll see you in the next episode. Later.